family, loved to spend money. He made his fortune kidnapping very rich people. He kidnapped one of the wealthiest men in Hong Kong, and he got a $77 million ransom for him. And then he kidnapped the son of another rich man and got a $50 million payday. But when he was caught at 43 years old, he was shot by public firing squad. He was executed for his crimes. Here he had taken a man, bound him up, and said, I'm going to torture him, I'm going to hurt him, unless you make a payment. That's a ransom. And the psalmist is asking the question, how can we pay for our souls? Maybe you think, well, I'm a generous person, and we ought to be generous people. Look, if you will, at Proverbs chapter 3, verses 9 and 10. Honor the Lord with your income. With the first of your income, honor God, and then he'll bless your substance. And I see this true, that the people that are generous seem to be richer and richer. And the people that are stingy, well, they seem to be broke and poorer. In Malachi chapter 3, the Lord says, bring me the tenth, bring me the tithe, bring me the first of your offering, bring it to the storehouse, and see if I don't multiply it out. In 2 Corinthians chapter 9, the Lord loves a cheerful giver. You know, at this church, we don't even pass the offering baskets anymore. I tell you, some of you guys who've come to me and said, Pastor, I want to make a contribution. I want to help send the kids to youth camp. Or how do I give? Well, there's a box in the back, and people give on the app, and it's important that we give, because your giving demonstrates your allegiance. What you spend your money on shows where your heart is going. And let me tell you something. I know we have different services. Last night we had an amazing service, and we had a basketball outreach. If you've ever given anything, you've given to everything. Let me say it again. If you've ever given anything, you've given to everything. Last week, Justin got baptized. Many of you don't know Justin. But your giving and putting money in the offering, put water in this tank, bought this box. It allowed us to preach the gospel open air. You didn't see all the basketball games last night, and a couple of us won most of them. They're just saying. But you didn't get to be there, but you didn't see us open in prayer. You didn't see us high-fiving and welcoming new people. But next service, because of your giving, buying a basketball, putting that cord out, all that you did, whether you gave $1 or a nickel, it went towards that. And so in heaven, there's fruit on your account. You get to be part of every good thing, every Sunday school kid that gets taught. In the second service, the little kids come up and so cute, and they recite their Bible verses, and everybody claps. And every time one of those kids learned a lesson, it's because there's a roof over there, because there's AC over there, because there's some donuts out here, because everything that you've given goes to the whole. You remember that old story of stone soup? There was a hungry boy, and all he had was that big pot, and he got some firewood, and he started cranking it, and he didn't have any food, so he just took a big stone and put it in the middle of it, and he went to the neighbor and said, hey, I'm making a big feast for everybody. You got anything you want to spare? And they said, well, what do you got so far? I got some boiling water and a rock. And he goes, well, yeah, I got some old onions. Here, put those in. And he went to the next neighbor. Hey, we're making a big feast for everybody. He gave some onions. Well, I got some carrots. Let me contribute. And he went to the next one. What do you got? Well, I was just cooking up some chicken. But you know what? Have the chicken bones. And that'll add some flavor. And he went to every neighbor, and everybody gave something. And when it was all said and done, it was the most delicious soup because they all shared in it. Some gave more, some gave less. But everybody could say, well, I gave that pinch of salt. Well, I gave that pinch of pepper. And we kind of think like, God, if I'm generous, if I'm helping other people, it does show your support. When you read through the Old Testament, look at Leviticus chapter 18, Jeremiah chapter 19, you can find dozens of places where the Lord condemns offerings to other gods. God is exclusive. God does not want to share your allegiance. He does not want to share your worship. He said you should put no other gods before me. You should make no images. You should worship me, and you should worship me alone. He doesn't want to share you. There are some people, they have open dating relationships, and they date one person on Monday and another person on Tuesday and somebody else on Friday. And if they find out, Tuesday finds out about Friday, they say, hey, we're not married. Hey, we're not engaged. Hey, we didn't say it was just the two of us. But married people ought not behave like that. They've said, hey, I am married to this person till death do us part. I will be loyal. Why? Because they have a covenant. And God is a covenant God. And He wants your allegiance completely. What you give